class. So last week I was very excited to put in the CLI clip with Miss Trish, who had her assistants and started doing some walkover variations with you guys. We're doing just a quick back warm-up really today. That's all the warm-up sequence is here in this class. And then I put in the little walkover warm-ups from the last time in here, and then also added more. So there are a lot of specific tricks and drills you guys can work with in these videos with Miss Trish and her assistants from CLI. But they also, the main point is just to try to expand your mind in terms of the possibilities, the things that you can do with skills that you guys already have mastered, whether it's a front walkover, back walkover, both are included here with lots of variations. Lots of these skills are things that we'll be working on at the studio and things that I hope to put into your dance. So really try to work through these. I will have these clips at the studio for us to use as a tool. Next class will be almost entirely choreography. So work through this, get a little tired and sweaty. Hopefully you have space to work through some of these things. And the next time we will do more choreography. All right, miss you guys very dearly. Enjoy this, and yeah, here we go. All right, we're gonna start off with a full warm-up. We're gonna start off with some cardio, get our blood pumping, put some good music on that you like. I'm wearing earphones, so I'm playing music in my ears, so it's not totally silent. All right, here we go, start jumping jacks. 1. Now jump rope. Now, we're gonna step to the side, pull our leg back. Step to the side, pull our leg back, faster. We're just trying to warm up our hamstrings. 2 more, 1, 2. Okay, let's do some lunges, or sorry, squats. And down, good, and down, good. And now let's hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come up and down, and some more. We go down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. Back to jumping jacks. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jump rope again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hamstring pulls again. 6, 7, 8. Good. Now we're just gonna step and punch us up. Twist your body. Feel all your muscles working together. Now over your head. Over. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't do it. There we go. Whew, all right. Now we're gonna do some lunges over to the side. We're gonna come here. We're gonna go down 1 and up, 2 and up, 3 and up, 4 and up. Now hold. 1, 2, 3, up, 4. 1, 2, 3, up, 4. 1, 2, 3, up, 4. Let's go to the other side. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. Now pulse to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we pulse 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and up. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, and up. Good. Recover. Reach your arms up over your head and down. And breathe, and down. Now we're gonna plie, down and up. Now down and hold the plie, and sit up nice and tall. And hold it. 2, 3, 4. Jumping jacks again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jump rope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull. 1, 2, 3, 4 again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Over the head. 2, 3, 4. Now cross. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Shake it out. Breathe. Probably have some water next to you. Do you? Mine's over there, but it's here. As always, you know Miss Andrea could never go out without her water. We're gonna reach up. And we're gonna reach forward. Try to make your back nice and flat. And down. And roll your body up. And up. And down. And same thing. Up. Now flat back again. Flat back. Down. 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 Match your jumping jacks. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go over the head for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. All right. Now that our hearts are warm, we're going to come down onto the floor, go into our plank position. We're going to hold it for 2 counts of 8, and then we're going to twist. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. We pull it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now twist one way, twist the other. Do it again, and rest. Good job. Okay. So, next, we're going to keep warming up the sides of our body, but we're going to keep it cardio. Yeah, keep that blood pumping. So we're going to go over our head with our punches, but then we're going to go down to the side. Just follow me. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to go over. All right, we're going to take a deep breath in and fold our body over. You're going to bend your right knee. Try to get that stretch into your left. And switch, hope you can see me. And now straighten both of your legs. And roll up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms up. And we're gonna bend our legs down, 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 down. Put your hands on the floor. We're gonna walk our hands out. And now we're in a straight armed plank. Let's hold it. Really straighten those legs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, now drop your knees. Relax down into a child's pose. Ready? Let's do 5 push-ups. Here we go. We go 1, and up again, 2, and up again, 3, and up, 4, and 5. Good. Down into your child's pose. Really reach those arms. And now you're sitting. Let's go back into our plank. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're gonna twist to one side. You pick whichever side you want to try first. And try to reach your arm up to the ceiling and hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and down. And relax. Good. Now we're gonna do the other side. This side for Miss Andrea is her bad shoulder, so we'll see how this goes, but I might come down and just count for you. Ready? Let's go from our plank. 5, 6, 7, 8. We come up 1, 2, 3, 4. Just your plank. 6, 7, 8. Now twist. Brace yourself with your hand and hold it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold up. 7, 8. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Back to some push-ups. Ready? 5 more. Here we go. Down 1. And up again. 2. And up again. 3. And up again. 4. And up 1 more. Woo! My shoulder has not gotten this much of a workout in a while. Good. Let's stretch our arm up and over. Switch sides. Over. Good. Now our hands are gonna go on the floor. I'm gonna twist this way. Hands are on the floor, we're gonna tuck our toes. And we're gonna push back into downward dog. So you're pushing back, my pants are falling down, so I'm fixing them. You keep holding it. If you came down, join me back into your downward dog. We have hold it up. You wanna keep your neck nice and long. Don't scrunch your neck. Yeah, your neck nice and long. Here, and press back. Good. Now walk your hands out. Walk your hands out, drop your hips, but don't keep your hips off the floor. Don't drop them down. Hold, 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 and push it back. And back. And walk it down again. And drop your hips, but don't let them touch the floor. Arch back. Good. One more time. Back, back, back. Hold it. Good. Walk down, drop your knees. Feet here, and we'll go down into our child's pose. There we go. Here. And reach as long as you can. Reach, reach, reach. So much about your dancing is about how far you're reaching. Now from here, you're gonna take one of your hands and try to reach it across the other one. Reach, reach, reach. Press down into your shoulder. And come back to center. And reach. Now the other side, reach, reach, reach into that shoulder. Good. Good. Now we're ready to do the next thing. Okay guys, we're gonna do a nice back stretch. Obviously in your houses, you don't have very much room to do your actual acro tricks, but we wanna make sure that we keep our bodies conditioned so that when we get back to the space, we can move the way that we remember being able to move, okay? So part of that is our back, a large part of that. Your back is basically responsible for most of the movements that you do, right? All of your arms come from your back, your legs come from your lower back, your hips. Of course, all of your acro stretches, a lot of them require some back flexibility. So let's just start, yeah? We're gonna start standing and we'll get down to the floor. Ready? Self-feeder in a second. Nice deep breaths. And in, up, and down. My arms are a little sore. And down. Good. Now from here, let's just roll down. So we're going to take 8 counts to roll down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up, 1. Really use your back. 5, 6, we're warming it up, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now just hold it. From here, you can put your hands on the ground and come down into your, yeah. And just make sure your hips are on the ground. Gently put your head back. And now bring your knees in. Sit back into your child's pose. Reach more. Really feel those shoulders starting to, yeah? So rotate your shoulder back. And back. Try to keep it as close to your ear as you can. And up, other side. Up, 1. Uh-oh. 2. And 3. And 4. All right, now we're gonna go back down into our hip down. And back. Good, now from here we'll come to our hands and knees. Now you just wanna make your back flat, right? Now we're gonna arch it. Here we go, arch it, and hold. Really push up through those shoulder blades. And push down. Push your hips up to the ceiling. Really arch that back, head back. And again, arch. lay on our backs. Arms are out to the side. We're going to bring our knees up to our chest, pull them in. Now from here, make sure you're nice and straight. Your knees are together. You're going to let your knees come all the way to one side. Your arm is still flat on the ground over here, and just hold it. And back up to center. No other way. Keep this arm on the floor. This is a shoulder stretch and a back stretch. And back. Now, cross one leg over and let your hips fall to the side. Good, now cross the other leg over and we'll fall to the other side. Okay, and come up. Now, you know your girl with her shoulder problems is not going to be doing any back bends anytime soon. So I would like you to do your back bend right now. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to watch you. Go ahead. Go into your back bend. I'm waiting. Marcel's waiting too. So once you're in your back bend, you're going to hold it. You're going to press your shoulders down. Really try to have a nice long neck. Really push into the floor. Nice strong hands. Keep holding it. You're going to rock into your shoulders. Really stretch the shoulder joints. You're still in your back bend. Hold it, hold it, hold it. I wonder if I can do a back bend. I can't get my right arm anymore. Keep going, you should still be doing it. Good, and coming down. Good, we're gonna do it one more time. Take a breath. Maybe come back into your seated stretch. Stretch it out a little bit. And rock it back. Stretch those shoulders. And let's try it again. Okay, back bend. Go ahead and hold it. Good, and come down. Okay, so a lot of what we did today in your Acro class is your conditioning and your stretching that will help facilitate all your tricks when you're back in the studio. These things are really important, as I've already mentioned a couple times. But other things that you can do at home, always your back bends are very important, making sure that you're getting that stretch in through your whole spine, from your upper back to your lower back. Also, you can do your handstands against a wall if you have a free wall that you can work on. If you have the opportunity to go outside, you can work on a little bit of your cartwheels, one-handed cartwheels, that kind of stuff, just to keep your body moving, just to feel like you don't not getting all stiff. Okay, so we'll get back in the studio, we'll work on some new tricks. I've been doing a lot of finding new stuff for us to work on, so we will have some exciting stuff to work on when we get back. But good job, keep stretching, and
handstand, because that's a really important position that the dancers hit when they do all their walkovers. So because of that, we're going to do a curved handstand over the straight handstand. So girls, you ready for this? All right, let's try to do a nice curved handstand. Let's hold it for a count of 8. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Up. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and split, and down. Nicely done. Another drill that I do with the handstands, just so that the dancers are aware of where their body needs to be, the control that it takes, the strength, and for me, it just kind of wakes up the body. It just kind of gets everything moving so that they can say, okay, I need to push more in my shoulders. I need to lift up more in my core. I need to squeeze more in my thighs. We're going to do some handstand snap downs, one of my favorite drills. So we're going to do handstand snap down. We're going to pike down, and then we're going to straddle up. Let's do that 3 times, and then we'll split out like a handstand, not coming forward. Okay? Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go up, and we're going to pike down, straddle up, pike down, and straddle up, pike down and straddle up, and exit. Well done. When you think about a walkover and you think about breaking it down into the skills, this obviously was the handstand. Then we also have the bridge that we would be passing through that position with the exit or the entrance, depending whether you're doing a front or a back walkover. So let's just do from standing, a bridge down to the floor, and then we'll recover nicely. Okay? Keeping our heels down into the ground, arms up above our head. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll go down 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, and 8. And recover up 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Wow, guys, that was good. Really good. Okay, so let's just move on into our walkover variation. So we're going to just start off basically with a basic everyday front walkover. All right, so this is just a skill that is taught hopefully in your acro classes that you would do just down the mat to hopefully take them from this level and then proceed to some other variations or difficult levels, right? So here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, a nice front walkover. And nicely done. Awesome. Okay, so now let's try the front walkover now with one hand. Let's do it with the opposite hand to the leg that you have in tendu. So, Julia, are you going to take this one? Awesome. Okay, so Julia is going to do right leg front walkover. You can tell that she has her left arm extended because this is the arm that's going to touch the floor. Her right arm is extended out to the side, keeping her shoulders nice and square. Okay, and here we go. 6, 7, 8. And she does it nicely and comes up. Great, let's do that one more time with a little bit of a stronger ending there. Ready? 6, 7, 8. Much better. Very good. Okay, you're next. All right, so we're going to do another one-hand front walkover, but I would like to do it with the same arm as leg. So usually when I teach this skill, I always teach it the way that Julia just demonstrated it with the opposite arm. I just feel like it's a little bit easier for your dancers to understand where their weight needs to be. Would you agree? Yeah, okay. So we're now going to try it here with Emily, and she's going to do the same arm as leg. So now she has her right leg in tendu, and her right arm is extended with her left arm out to the side. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Well done. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this one. Actually, we're going to stay out of the one hand for now. And we're going to move on to one of my favorite variations of front walkovers. This is an over-the-toe front walkover. Now, when we do this skill, not everybody can do this skill, and when you do teach this skill first, it's important that you do it on mats. But because we've been doing it for a while, we feel comfortable to do it here on the hard floor. So what we want to do is an over-the-toe front walkover obviously involves the entrance going over the toe. So just put your foot out in front of you, Julia. That's right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take the toe and we're going to press through our Achilles tendon as we're going to take our arms up into a nice high fifth position. And what Julia is going to do is she's going to pull this way with her arms and her upper body as she pushes down through her lower leg and basically her hips and torso, right? So has to have that push and pull feel. So what you don't want to have happen is that you don't have that push and pull feel, and next thing you know, you come down hard on your knee. So let's see Julia demonstrate the skill. Arms up nicely. Both hands are going to touch the ground. So this is a two-hand front walkover, and it's on your right leg, right? Okay, here we go. So she's going to arch back nicely, circling the arms, and there you go. Can you do that again, facing this way, just so that the teachers can maybe see the different angle there. So she's going to come up, and again you see the nice arch in her upper body. As her head comes through, her arms are circling there, finding the floor, and she's coming down into that front walkover. Nicely done. But I just want to say with that not everybody can do that skill because they can't understand the drop to the knee. And if you have a dancer that can't understand that drop to their knee, then keep them on mats until they can get the flow and that, like I said before, that push and pull feel, because it's our job to keep our dancers safe. And I haven't really ever had anybody say that that hurts their knee. Does that hurt your knee? No, it's quite comfortable. Okay. Now we're going to take that same skill, the over the toe, and instead of bringing the arms around and placing the hands down on the floor, we're going to circle the arms around, but we're actually going to put our forearms on the ground. So we're actually going to be doing that from the floor, coming up from the elbows. Okay? Is this yours too? Okay, here we go. So Julia's going to do the same skill. She's going to go up. She's going to have that nice arch, that nice push and pull feel in her upper body as she lifts herself down into the floor, and nicely done. Good. One more time facing this way. And back, and push, and over, and up. Very good. Now, Emily, do you think that you could do the same skill, but without the over the toe? So if you just like step into it, just a plain elbow front walkover or a forearm front walkover, however we would like to make reference to that. Good. And just do it one more time facing this way. There you go. Very well done. You can teach variations of walkovers in your classes. Then when it comes time to do choreography, it makes it a little bit of an easier transition. So we like to do a front walkover that we call it a spike front walkover only because of the way that the body kind of shapes itself, and it kind of creates a like just do a handstand for a minute. Emily, now show me like arch your back and spike your body like this. So we would call this a spike. Now a lot of people call this a yogi because the positioning of the body is a yogi, but it does have a different variation in the leg positions. A lot of people might just bring it here, crossing it or whatever. I guess that's just kind of a personal preference. But so we kind of like call it a little bit of a spike front walkover, right? So let's see you do that. We're going to spike it in, and we're going to bring it out. That's it. And do you think that you can do that this way as well? And in and out. Good. Nicely done. Awesome. And we do have a different variation of that one, but we'll show that. We're going to show that a little bit later. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do is we would like to move on to let's do the handstand, and we're going to stop into a bridge. Okay, so let's do, it's like a TikTok. So if you are familiar with a TikTok, then this is what let's just do a TikTok if we could do that. Yep, both of you. Ready? 5. You're going to do it on the right leg. And 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go up, and we're going to hold it. So now what you want to really encourage your dancers to do is really keep this leg at a high level here, stretching all the way through to the backs of their knees. And you really want to encourage their shoulders to be over top of their wrists, so that when we recover from this TikTok, it's just a transfer of weight that brings them back and around. Right? A transfer of weight that brings them back and around. So what we don't want to see is the leg actually dropping and then coming up. So can you guys show me that? Dropping the leg, yeah. Handstand, drop, and then over. Right. Actually, that looks pretty. That did look pretty. But I guess what I'm just trying to say is really getting that leg to stop at a nice high position before we recover it. So let's try that one more time. keeping the leg up. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. You got it. And back and up. Very good. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take that step and we're going to just add a little bit of a flair to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that step, finishing in the bridge with the leg up, and we're going to transfer our weight over top of our supporting leg. So it's going to land on the floor. Once that leg lands on the floor, we're also going to change direction with our upper body, and we're going to take our back leg and we're going to recover into the same leg front walkover. Okay. Both of you guys are going to do this. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, and up and hold. Good. And now we're going to transfer the weight over and we're going to kick and we're going to land it. Good. Nice. And can you guys just do that for me one more time? I'm just going to get out of your way here for a minute. Go ahead. And 6, 7, 8. Nicely done. Very good. Now, can you guys do that again for me? And what we're going to do is I want you to repeat it twice. So I want you to go here, down, here, down, and over. So technically you're doing it 3 times, but you're repeating the maneuver twice. All right? 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. You got it. Good. And over and up. Excellent. And over and up. And nicely done. Good. Now, girls, what I would like you to do for me now, maybe you guys could do this one at a time. I'd just like you to do the skill again, but just make the transitions a little bit quicker so that we're not seeing the breakdown of the mechanics of what it takes to really get that skill completed. Okay? So who would like to do that one? Okay, thank you, Emily. Ready? 6, 7, 8, and we go 1 and up and over and up and over and up and finish. Nicely done. Okay, so why don't we now go back a bit and let's take the elbow front walkover that you demonstrated before, and let's put that elbow in the middle of that. So let's do the handstand to bridge, and when you transfer the weight over, let's take it down into our forearms, and let's just recover from there first. Let's just do that. And I would like to see the position of the elbow balance. So who would like to demonstrate that one? Julia, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 1, and up, and over, and down, and exit, and come on up. Good girl. Nice. Okay. Now, Emily, I would like you to repeat that, and I would like that to be the middle of the 3 that we did. So you're gonna go elbow, and then you're gonna turn yourself out of it and recover like a front walkover. All right. 6, 7, 8. You got it. You got it. And you got it. Very good. Okay. So then, could you do that? Did you bend your leg in a stag position there on that elbow balance? Okay, let's just see that one more time, because I feel like I would like to see it with straight legs, that one. And just because I feel like what should really be the focal point is that you're doing the same movement, it's just that you're changing levels. Okay, so let's try that. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go 1, and a 1, and a 1, and finish. Very good. Can you do that again facing this way, just so that our teachers can get a different view of that? 6, 7, 8, a 1, and a 1, and a 1, and up. Very good. Nicely done. Okay, let's move on to, let's go back to our one hand front walkovers. And we are going to, let's touch base with just a regular Tinsuka. Okay, so a Tinsuka is different than a front walkover, because when we do our front walkover, we place both hands down on the ground at the same time, and then we recover one leg at a time. So let's just review that. Let's go back and just show us a regular front walkover. Julia, go ahead. So our regular front walkover is 2 hands at the same time and then exiting 1 foot at a time. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this into 4 counts. So our Tinselka is going to have 1 hand and then 1 hand and then 1 leg and 1 leg. So it's a 4 count movement here. So we're going to go, yep, and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. And what you want with that Tinselka is you want to take a little bit of distance. When you have your regular front walkover, you want to keep that a little bit more stationary and you want to really work for that high arch in the back. So Emily, just do it for me one more time. The positioning of Emily's arms at the beginning is just really basically for a teaching tool, for a teaching purpose, so that you're really just trying to indicate to your students that this hand is touching the floor first, that hand is taking the big step out, and then recovering through. And here we go. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Good. Awesome. Okay, so having that in your mindset, one of the things that I always like to do, and it's not necessarily a Tinselka, but it's like I feel like it's a family of one, just because of the way of the timing of the hands. So I call this a 12 o'clock. I'm not sure if that's really what it's called, but it is something that I've kind of just, I don't know, I adopted it somewhere and just it stuck with me. So let's have Julia come out here. And the reason why I showed you the Tinselka first is because, like I said, it was the positioning of the hands. So what we're going to do with this 12 o'clock is that Julia is going to start with her opposite hand. So she's gonna start with this hand, okay? So when you watched Emily do her Tinselka, she actually started off with the same arm as leg, and this movement, you're gonna start off with the opposite arm to the leg that's leading in Tandu. So what's gonna happen? That's right? Yep. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna place our hand now, this top hand, we're gonna place it on the floor, almost like in an inverted position, turning so that the fingertips now are facing towards the opposite wall that they're facing. And then what's going to happen is the other arm is going to come down. So one hand first, then the other hand. And when the other hand hits the floor, we're going to shoot for a nice control handstand. And that's another reason why we did our drills at the beginning, to get ourselves into a nice handstand. Then we're just going to exit out like a handstand, like a back walkover coming this way. All right, here we go, Julia. Let's just give it a go. And go, and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Good. Now do it this way, just because I feel like the way that our hands are going could be a little confusing. So let's try it like that. Ready? 6, 7, 8, and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Good. So you can see that as Julia's second hand goes on the ground, her body is shooting and she's really executing that nice straight handstand. So what I want to do is take it one step further and I want to add an extra half to that. So we're going to go into it with a 12 o'clock and then we're going to complete it with one hand movement. Do you think you could do that, Em? One hand movement to do that extra half turn out of it. And the difference on this skill is that you're going to exit it like a front walkover and not a back walkover. All right, let's give it a go. 6, 7, 8, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. Good. Can you do that this way? So one thing to, just before you exit into the front walkover, I really want to see that nice lifted handstand first, and then split. And when you split, I would like to see the split happen on top of your body instead of splitting out into the exit. Does that make sense? Okay, here we go. 6, 7, 8, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. Good. So just one more time, Julia will show you the first half of the 12 o'clock. And up, and out. Good. And then this is with the extra half turn. 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. Good. Awesome. Okay, so let's try some one hand front walkovers again. Let's come on over here. Okay, and we're gonna do like a half scorpion. So let's pull our back leg up to a nice high half scorpion. So you can call this is a nice half scorpion, but what I want Emily to do is I want her just to extend the back leg and as high, and keeping her upper body as high as she can. So some people might debate whether that is a scorpion or not, just because her shoulders and her upper body lower so much when her leg lifts. Some people call it an assisted arabesque, but I'm going to stick with the half scorpion for now. All right, with this with full stretch. So let's do that. So Emily's going to do that again on the right leg. That's it. Okay. Now she is going to use the right hand on the floor, and she's only going to use the right hand on the floor. So she's going to support herself throughout the whole movement here, because she's going to try to hang on to this leg for the entire movement all the way through to the end. All right, so let's give it a go. I got faith in you, kid. You could do this. All right, so she's going to go up, nice beautiful arabesque, coming down and through, and then up and beautiful. That's it. How about we just try that one more time? Just I'd like to see the ending a little bit. You were rolling a little bit on the outside of your foot. One thing that you will notice that when Emily did do that is, even though her leg was straight and long in the beginning of that, in order for her to actually get that leg over, there is that little slight bend in the back leg, which is fine. But it actually is very cool to see that she's coming through that skill on the one hand, and holding the leg all the way from the beginning to the end. So let's just give it a go. You got it? Nice. Well done. That was good. Okay. So clock.
Okay, I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I hope that you guys are liking me putting clips in from different teachers. I hope that you're not bored of them, if that makes sense. I figured you guys were gonna get bored of me and my face and my voice in my apartment and me in an empty studio. So trying to switch it up here and give you guys a wide variety of things. I've tried to pick things really carefully in terms of what I'm putting in the videos, what I'm sharing with you guys. I'm trying to put in things especially that I really like the explanations of. So not only are you learning the exercises, not only are you warming up, conditioning, exercising, but you're kind of getting a little bit more background information about why we do the things that we do as dancers. So I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you found some space to try some of these things, and I'll see you in the next one.